Hi, this is Greg from the Beatles. Welcome to my office. So it's not exactly the same as Danny's kit. The equipment is slightly different to what Danny uses. Basically everything is in the same kind of configuration as Danny would use. I've done my best to make this as aesthetically pleasing as possible for a Tool fan. It looks cool for the audience out the front. You feel like you're at a Tool show. I think, yeah, it looks pretty authentic. It's a pretty decent Danny Carey setup. So the kit's comprised of both acoustic drums and a lot of electronics. The acoustic drums, I'm using a DW Collector's Series Maple kit. We've got the 22-inch kick drums, 8-inch and the 10-inch rack toms, 14 and the 16-inch floor toms. And my secret weapon in the middle there, the incredible Joey Jordison Slipknot Pearl snare drum. So for hardware, I'm using Pearl pedals. So I've got the Pearl Eliminator kick pedals, the Pearl remote hi-hat pedal down there, which allows me the central hi-hat there, which Danny also uses, which is a bit of a Danny trademark. Cymbals, I've got Zildjian cymbals across the top, mostly A customs, which are my favourites. I'm on the left over here, 3 splash cymbals. A series China over here makes some pretty cool sounds. So for the electronics, I'm using Roland trigger pads. There's 7 of those. I've got 4 on my left, 3 on my right, 2 trigger bars over here as well. A total of 9 trigger pads that I use. Over to my left here, I've got a D-Drum DDTI drum trigger module. All of these pads are all connected to this box, and when I hit them it triggers the samples which are in the laptop, so you can see the different samples triggering there. The software itself is called Battery 4. It's by Native Instruments, and it's actually what Danny used to use for live performance. It's really simple to use, it's really easy to load the samples in, and it's really easy to tweak the settings if I want to change the sound or the volume or things like that. Finally, I've just got a M Audio MIDI controller over here as well for just extra samples. There's quite a lot of electronics going on, but it's all pretty important to try and get the best sounding Danny Carey kit. The samples are probably the most complex part of the setup. It took me about 8 months to get all these samples together and to find the right ones to be authentic enough to sound like Tool. A lot of those have either come from the internet, from sound libraries, where I've spent hours trawling through sounds to try and find a sound of a broken glass or something like that. And also created some of them myself using software instruments and synthesizers, which probably took the most time. Basically, yeah, it took us a year to learn the songs before we got together as a band to actually play them. Endlessly just playing Tool non-stop.
Play Tool, they say. Play Tool. Play it. Go on.
So in my car, at work. The second thing I did to learn these songs was watch YouTube videos. Actually seeing it as well as listening has been a massive step in me being able to actually play these songs in the same kind of style that Danny does. I think for me the best part of playing this show is collaborating with other musicians. It's brought my skill up as a drummer significantly, having to learn such complex rhythms. And I'm playing this with great friends, which is a great thing to do. Having to tear these songs apart to learn them actually brings so much out of the songs that I never realised was happening or never heard before. So it's almost like they've been reinvented, and I just find that an incredible experience. This is a really hard question to answer, but I'd probably have to say The Grudge from the Lateralis album. The build-up and the intensity of that last part. It's just like, it's like the apocalypse. And it's just chaos. I'd never heard anything like that, so it's just stuck with me as the most intense thing I'd heard at the time.